Steph Curry and Under Armour have officially gotten a divorce. A marriage that started with such promise, a feeling of great love and respect, and money flowing to Steph like it was the bottom of the Nile. Well, it turns out that Under Armour was spending a whole lot of money on a whole lot of things and not making enough of it back. It turns out that Under Armour, who is now reevaluating its entire endorsement lot, its entire sneaker line partnership, they decided it was better to finish with the entire Curry brand. And listen to the quote that Under Armour said, knowing that Under Armour right now is a public company, knowing they are trading right now at a 15-year low, knowing that they have so badly underperformed the market that investors in Under Armour are despondent beyond repair, questioning leadership, questioning schedule, questioning plan, strategic initiative. Under Armour had to come out and said, hey, just FYI, not having the Curry brand, that's not going to impact our financial results or profitability at all. If that's not a little FU out the divorce door, then nothing is. United Artists, why did I just say that? I'm looking at UA, 4869. Under Armour, talking about Steph Curry. They were associated with Steph Curry. This was a deal to take them to another level when they thought they could compete with the big boys. This was a seminal moment in the corporate life of Under Armour. And it ends so unceremoniously with Steph Curry lacing up a pair of Nikes at the first game after the divorce, not wearing his own brand that he got made for him, his foot. He'd been with them since 2013. The face of Under Armour, his own brand, Curry brand, was making, let's say, $20 million a year. Not as much as Kawhi made with Aspiration. That's 28. That's $7 million a year. Wow. How am I doing, Coca? How do you feel it's going so far? We still have 16 minutes left. Let me improve. Kawhi Leonard was making $7 million a year to be the Curry brand, the face. Whew. I'm telling you, folks, this is what it looks like to have my life right now. And I appreciate your loyalty. I appreciate you sticking with me. It's the proof there is no script. For the last time, 69, 69, 69. When Under Armour pays Steph Curry $20 million annually because they are getting so much revenue from people wearing Steph Curry sneakers, when that money goes away because people aren't buying the brand anymore and it's not impacting your business the way Kanye and Adidas had that mutually codependent relationship, the only responsible thing to do is to walk away. And it's what Under Armour did. When you give Kawhi Leonard $7 million on a no-show contract and you wonder why the executives of the company are shocked and surprised, like, can we get a signed ball or something? Can we somehow forget like a shoe deal? Can we somehow get Kawhi to maybe justify one of these pennies? And he does, he doesn't. If he doesn't, you get rid of him, but he can't get rid of him. That's the Pablo Kawhi salary cap circumvention story. When it's a legitimate relationship like Steph Curry is with Under Armour, totally legitimate from the get-go. Do you know how a legitimate relationship ends? When it no longer is making money. The Curry brand, for whatever reason, Under Armour have been unable to continue their progress getting into the big shoe companies. It just didn't happen. What do? Done. End it. They did. People are a little shocked by it. Not me. Did you think that Steph Curry was going to be Michael Jordan? Did you think that Steph Curry and the Curry brand was going to live on for decades and decades under Under Armour? I certainly didn't. Under Armour, meanwhile, they're losing teams. They're losing individuals. They've had college teams lose them. Quick business lesson here. When you engage in tremendous expansion and you do it so quickly that you can't even financially justify doing it again, but then you keep doing it, and then all of a sudden the pigs come home to roast and you're out of business. Under Armour, whose shares are selling at $4 or $5 a share right now, down from a high of 50 to 55, the market realizes, hold on, it's not even enough that Auburn left Under Armour after 19 years, or South Carolina is gone, or Cal, or UCLA, or Boston College, or Hawaii, or Steph Curry. None of it's enough. We can't rest our heads on the 9 schools that remain Under Armour schools like Wisconsin and Notre Dame. We can't say this is now the path to profitability. The realization is that if all the teams could cut their ties and Under Armour could cut their ties, they would stop with the endorsements. They would stop with the dressing teams and leagues. Under Armour used to have a deal with MLB. Gone, replaced by Nike. The power of the balance sheet is an aphrodisiac. The power of controlling the capital markets feels better than crack, I would imagine. The power of knowing that you are quashing your competitor feels better than a first kiss. The problem is that there's always the opposite. So that power that you feel in that business sense, that means it's coming at the expense of someone else. The power that Nike feels over Under Armour comes because Under Armour's falling apart. There is no room in an industry for more than one number one. That's why it's called number one. There is none of this 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Forget those labels. Do you think that it was a mistake? Like Steph Curry looked around the clubhouse and said, hey, I need to wear a pair of sneakers. I can't wear the Under Armours anymore. Hey, oh, those look good. You think that that wasn't planned, that Steph Curry wore a Nike pair of sneakers? Are you kidding? It is all happening for Nike, and they are quashing Under Armour.